Okay, I think I'm streaming again. Sorry about that. I had a total electric shutdown. But I want to finish my story. And so let me see if I got this going. It says everything is streaming. Got my mic on. Sorry about this, everybody. That's dangers when you do live during a snowstorm. All right. So if you're watching, give people a few minutes to jump back on so I can finish this story. And my lunch is way over by like 10 minutes, but I want to finish. So let me see here what's going on. That should be, man, getting this weird feedback from my camera phone. Okay. I hope you guys can hear me all right. I'm just going to finish up here real quick, and then I'll put these two recordings together and put it in a podcast sometime at the end of the day. But I just really felt it was important to share that journey, and the fact that there now in the state of Colorado that it's legal to gift Ibogaine. I would encourage people to really educate yourself on this substance. This is not something you can just take. It's not something that should just be done like mushrooms or any other kind of psychedelic that I've seen, because there are dangers which can occur to the heart. It's called a QT prolapse or QT interval prolapse or something like that. It's the way that your heart beats that can have a cardiac episode. There's also other medications that are contraindicated that can have negative effects if you do not properly prepare before taking this medicine. And I would encourage that with any psychedelic. I think one thing that we have to recognize is psychedelics are not going to fit into the Western model. It's just not going to happen, guys. And anyone that's going to come from a clear, just a plain clear clinical perspective, I don't even know how you're doing that. And even if you did, you are not going to have the efficacy that this medicine has to offer. You have to come to this place in a sense of sacredness. I think there is a correct way to do it to maximize the effect of this medication and how it can help people heal. But as I was saying before I got shut down, I've never seen anyone transform so quickly. I've seen that same transformation in a sense from people like 30 days into a rehab, where you look like before and right before they're discharged, that same change of glow, that same smile on their face where they have some kind of new life. But there is a deeper change and connection which happens with this medicine. And so just to close this lunch, I could have just closed when it shut down. But I wanted to put that caveat in there. I want you guys to understand that this work is still at the very, very beginnings. We still do not even know if there's any long-term effects with BUFO. I know there are some after effects that I've seen. Some people experience some of the experience again, like right before they fall asleep. They could have a trigger, almost like a flashback. Some people don't have good experiences. I have people that have contacted me that want to become my client that because of my experience with psychedelics that had a BUFO 5MeoDmt experience that wrecked them so bad because they were not prepared for it. And so there's a huge line of caution here with the power of these medicines. But the one thing that I saw that is very effective is the people who are doing the services. It's very important that they are ethical, that they are experienced, that they know at least how to remain as practitioners and not, mesh those boundaries, and that they create an environment of trust through the proper container, through the proper preparation, through the proper aftercare afterwards, and just being there and holding that space and being available for people who are going to do that. I'm really excited for what's happening here in the state of Colorado, and the ability for us to access this medicine. Like, if I had access to Ibogaine right now, I could utilize it if I wanted to. It would be hard though, because you really need to have that clinical support and that medical support. So I'm not quite sure how that's going to pan out in this state, and the fact that DORA is not even going to look at it until 2026, I think. But that doesn't mean us as citizens, we can't find ways to help our other citizens heal. It's going to be really difficult. But in the meantime, if you know anybody that is interested in using Ibogaine or 5-MeoDMT, if they are struggling with PTSD or addiction issues, I would really encourage you to check out the Mission Within. There is a cost to it, but, and you know me, I do not hesitate to call people out about charging too much. And I think what the Mission Within charges compared to what they give in their services, that it's fair. And even the effect that I've seen afterwards. I mean, I've seen people spend $30,000 on an inpatient treatment and not get the same benefit that I saw from this 3-day, this 3-day retreat in Mexico. And so, big kudos for them. Now, if anyone else has an organization that they want me to check out, you want to invite me to, want me to show how you do things, spread the word on that, I'd be willing to do that. Come out, work for some therapeutic support. I actually went out there and volunteered my time, so it's not like I was working for them, but I do hope to have a lengthy relationship with this organization. Definitely willing to go out there and do some more work with them, and continue to report to the people about how psychedelics are going to change the face of mental health, and just seeing things like I've never seen before in my life, and being engaged in the mental health community, either as a subject since I was a teenager, in my life struggles through the foster care system, and then as a clinician and a practitioner in my adult life. Nothing like it, guys. And so thanks for listening to me. Thanks for joining me for lunch with Seraphim, lunch and psychedelics with Seraphim. Take care, and talk to you again soon.